Hello and welcome back to English Podcast Voice. This is The Deep Dive, the place where we break down English for you. I'm your host, Quinn.
And I'm Riley. It's so good to be back with everyone.
Today we are wrestling with something that feels like one of English's biggest, most confusing secrets. A constant battle between the simple past and the present perfect.
Right. It's that feeling of, okay, I'm talking about the past, but am I talking about yesterday's past? Or a past that still, matters right now?
Yes. That is exactly the feeling. It's like you hit this wall in the middle of a sentence. You know how to talk about yesterday, but then suddenly that just feels wrong.
Totally.
And, you need that little helper verb, have, but the why and the when. It's just a mystery. I think it's the biggest hurdle for anyone trying to get to that next level of fluency.
And that confusion, that constant mix-up, it's not a sign you're failing. It's actually a sign that you're starting to think about time in a really sophisticated English way.
Okay, I like that. That's
Yeah.
a much more positive way to look at it.
It is. And our mission today is to get past just memorizing a bunch of rules. We want to help you internalize the one key idea that changes everything.
And that is current relevance.
Current relevance. I love that phrase.
Right.
Because it immediately tells you what the focus is. It's not about the action itself. It's about how that action connects to right now, this very moment.
Precisely. And to kind of plant that seed, let's start with a little puzzle. We call it the since trap.
Ooh, okay, I'm intrigued.
So I want you to think about this sentence, which we hear all the time from intermediate learners. I am living here since 2013.
Right. And on the surface, that makes perfect sense, especially if your own language works that way. But I just know, that when a native speaker hears that, a little flag goes up.
A little grammar alarm bell goes off.
It sounds unnatural, even though you totally understand what they mean.
Exactly. And that's the feeling we need to chase. The question is why? Why does using a present tense, like I am living, with a word like since, create that conflict?
Okay, so that's the puzzle we're going to solve. We will dissect that exact error later in our common mistakes segment, but just keep that question in your mind. It perfectly shows why we need this bridge from a past starting point to the present moment.
That is a brilliant way to frame it. It makes the whole topic feel really urgent and personal.
Good.
So before we jump into this, massive deep dive. You are not going to want to miss any of this.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for English Podcast Voice right now. And please give this deep dive a quick like. It really helps us get these lessons out to more learners just like you.
Okay, so let's build this timeline. How can we visualize the way English organizes time?
Yes, please. I need a visual.
All right, let's think of it like a GPS system for your actions, a really high precision one.
Okay, a GPS. I like that.
Every single time you choose a verb tense, you're giving the listener the exact coordinates of that action on a map. And if you use the wrong tense,
You're telling them you're in Paris, but you're actually in Rome.
you've sent them to the wrong continent. Exactly. So the verb isn't just what you did, it's the when. It's a timestamp.
Which is just as important.
It's critical. So we have 3 fundamental time zones on this map. First, there's the past. That's everything behind you. It's done. It's finished. It's a sealed container.
Sealed container. Got it.
Then there's the present. That's where you are standing right now. It includes things you do habitually every day or things happening in this very second.
And the future is the road ahead.
The path in front of you, simple. Now, the simple past tense lives entirely in that closed, sealed container behind you.
Okay.
But here's the key. The present perfect. It's not a place. It's not another zone. It's the bridge.
It's the bridge that connects the past to where I'm standing now.
That's it. It's the pathway from that sealed container to your present location.
I love that. So simple past is a destination, present perfect is a pathway. That makes so much sense. But what about those little words? You know, the ones that signal which time zone we're in?
The signal words, yes.
They feel so important. Like they're mandatory to learn, right?
They are absolutely mandatory memory aids. Think of them like traffic lights. If you see one of these words, your choice of tenses, well, it's pretty much made for you.
Okay, so let's break them down. Let's start with the easy ones. The past ST signals, what are they?
These are the signals for a closed time container. The moment is gone. We're talking about words like yesterday, last week, last month, last year, anything with last.
Right.
The word ago, like 2 hours ago, or a specific date in the past, like in 2020. When you use these, you are locking the action in that finished zone behind you.
So a closed container automatically means simple past?
No question.
Okay, so what about the present signals? What kind of container are they for?
These words point to an open container. The time period is still happening. It includes this moment right now.
So that would be words like now.
Now, right now, every day, always, usually, often. They're all about your current reality or your habits.
And today. That one feels like the tricky one, doesn't it?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Today. It's the blurry one.
Yeah. Because the day isn't over. So why don't we just always use the present perfect for things that happened, say, this morning?
That is a fantastic question. And the answer gets into this idea of conversational focus, which we're going to dive into really deep in a bit.
Okay.
But the short answer is that today is flexible. It can be an open container, but you can also treat parts of it like a closed one.
What do you mean?
Well, if you're just telling a story, listing the things you did this morning in order, I woke up, I drank coffee, I read the news, you can use the simple past. You're treating the morning like a finished chapter of the day.
Even though the whole day isn't finished.
Exactly.
All right.
But if you want to focus on the result of a morning action, let's say you're feeling tired now, you would say, ugh, I haven't had any coffee today.
Because the lack of coffee is affecting me right now.
Now you're getting it. It's all about that current relevance.
Wow. Okay. That's a huge clarification. So what about the future signals? Those should be easy.
They are. They just point down the road ahead. Tomorrow, next week, later, soon. Simple.
All right, let's do a quick check. If I say, my boss spoke to me 2 days ago, what are we locked into?
2 days ago. That's a definite closed container. It's over. You are locked into the simple past.
And I check my email every hour?
Every hour. That's a routine, a habit in your present life. Simple present. Mandatory.
Okay, last one. What if I say, I checked my email this morning and I still haven't received a reply?
Ooh, you see what you did there. You shifted.
I did.
You started with the simple past, checked, because the action of checking is done. But then you switched to the present perfect, haven't received, because the result, the lack of a reply, is currently relevant. It's an ongoing problem.
And the little word still signals that switch.
It signals the frustration of that ongoing problem. That quick shift is the secret to sounding fluent.
Okay, this is making sense. Let's dig deeper into the simple past now and just really solidify it.
Let's do it. Yesterday's story.
So the core rule we established is that the action has to be finished, and you have to be able to say when it happened.
Precisely. It's the tense you use for telling stories, for reporting historical facts. You took a trip last year. Every single verb in that story will be simple past because the whole time frame of last year is a sealed box.
Right. But then we get to the structure, and this is where the nightmare begins for a lot of learners.
Well, irregular verbs.
The V1, V2, V3 thing. V2 for simple past, V3 for present perfect. They're so easy to mix up.
They are, and sometimes they're even the same word, which makes it even harder. Like read, the past tense is read, and the past participle is also read. They're just pronounced differently.
Oh, that's just cruel.
It is a bit. But we have to drill the difference, because using the V2 form in a present perfect sentence is probably one of the most common and most noticeable mistakes.
Okay, so let's be super clear. Let's take 3 really common irregular verbs and break them down. Let's start with speak.
Okay. V1, the base form, is speak. The simple past, V2, is spoke.
I spoke to my friend yesterday.
Perfect. And the past participle, V3, is spoken.
I have spoken to my friend already.
Exactly. Spoke. Spoken. They're different.
Okay, next one. How about see?
V1 is see. The simple past, V2, is saw. I saw that movie last week.
Right.
And the V3 form is seen. I've seen that movie many times.
Seen. Okay, I'm getting it. Last one, the really important one that changes completely, go.
Ah, yes. V1 is go. V2 is, of course, went. I went to the store this morning.
And the V3 is where it gets tricky because you have 2 options, right? Been or gone.
Exactly, and they mean different things. If you say she has gone to the supermarket, what does that mean?
It means she's not here now. She's at the supermarket.
Correct. The trip isn't over. But if you say she's been to the supermarket, it means
she went and she came back. The trip is a finished experience in her life. She's here now.
You've got it. Mastering the difference between V2 and V3 is it's non-negotiable. You have to sit down and memorize the top 50 or so irregular verbs. There's no way around it.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about the grammar of it. The helper verb, did.
The power of did.
Yeah. Why do we need it? And why does the main verb suddenly get lazy and go back to its simple form?
Well, you said it before, did does all the past tense work.
Right.
Did is the simple past form of the verb do. And English has this kind of efficiency rule. You only signal the past tense once in a verb phrase.
One job per verb.
One job per verb. I like
Right.
that. So when we use did in a question or negative sentence, the word did is already shouting, hey, we are in the simple past.
So the main verb can just relax.
It can relax and go back to its base form, yeah.
Okay, so let's break down why saying, did you eat breakfast? Sounds so wrong.
It's redundant. It's grammatically repetitive. Did already tells me it's past tense. Ate is also trying to tell me it's past tense. It's like putting two past stickers on the same box. It's just too much.
It's clunky.
It's very clunky. The verb eat needs to let did do its job. So, did you eat breakfast?
Yeah.
It's clean. It's efficient. The past is signaled once.
And the same logic for negatives. I didn't go, not I didn't went.
Exactly. Didn't sets the time. The main verb just provides the action.
Now, you could use did in a positive sentence too, right? For emphasis.
Oh, that's a great point. Yes. For emphasis or contrast.
Like if someone says, you forgot to wash the dishes. And I say, no, I did wash the dishes.
Yes. Perfect example. That stress did is like saying, actually, you were wrong. The action definitely happened. It's a really nice touch for sounding more natural.
Okay, finally, short answers.
Oh.
This is another place people get tripped up.
It is, but it's so important for conversational rhythm. It stops you from repeating the whole sentence back.
So if someone asks, did you finish the task on Friday? The answer is,
Yes, I did. Or, no, I didn't. Clean and simple. The did carries all the meaning of finish the task on Friday within it.
so if I answer, yes, I did finish it, I'm making that same redundancy mistake again.
You are. You're using did and the V2 form of finish. The summary is just, yes, I did. Perfect. That's
Yeah.
the simple past locked away in its time capsule.
All right, let's open the capsule and build the bridge. Let's talk about the present perfect.
Okay, so we've put all those finished events behind us. Now we're building the bridge to the present. If the simple past is all about when an action finished,
The present perfect is all about the result.
the result or the accumulated experience, that's the focus.
So using my broken arm example,
Yeah.
the action of breaking it happened in the past, that simple past that broke my arm.
Right.
But the result, the cast, the pain, that's relevant now.
Yeah.
So I would say, look, I have broken my arm.
That is a perfect summary. The action is over, but its consequence is directly affecting the present moment. That is the very definition of current relevance.
Let's go back to that job interview analogy. I think that makes it so clear.
It's the best tool. So you're in the interview. The interviewer isn't interested in a minute-by-minute story of your last job. They want to know your qualifications now.
Right.
So they ask, what experience have you had with project management? They're not asking when you did it. They're asking about the status of your experience right now.
They're using the present perfect to say, give me the summary of your entire life's history that makes you valuable to me today.
Exactly. I have managed 3 successful projects. The managing is in the past, but the result, the success, the skill is your current qualification.
But then the amazing thing is the switch. After I say, I have traveled extensively in Asia, presenting it as a current skill.
The interviewer will immediately switch tenses to get the details.
Right. They'll say, oh, interesting. When did you go to Japan? They switch to simple past to ask for the specific data point.
And that is the beautiful natural dance of conversation. Present perfect introduces the topic and its relevance. Simple past fills in the historical details. Mastering that switch is everything.
So let's talk about the structure. Subject plus havihas plus the past participle, our old friend V3.
Right.
But just knowing the formula isn't enough to sound natural. You mentioned something called acoustic fluency. What's that about?
Acoustic fluency is all about contractions. Yes, they've half. If you don't use these, you will sound like you are reading a textbook out loud. In natural speech, the auxiliary verb have or has almost disappears. It gets reduced to a tiny V or es sound.
And the stress goes on the important words.
The stress falls on the main verb or the adverb. Listen to the difference. I have seen that movie. It's slow, clunky, 3 beats.
Right.
Now listen to this. I've seen that movie. It flows, 2 beats. I've seen, we've been. The contraction makes it a single, smooth unit.
Okay, but what about she's? Learners always worry about that one because it could be she is or she has.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Context is everything. It's all about what comes next. If she's is followed by a past participle, a V3 verb,
Yeah.
like taken, it has to be she has. She's taken the test.
Okay.
If it's followed by a verb with insing, it's she is. She's taken the test. If it's followed by an adjective, she's tired, it's also she is. The V3 is the unique signal for the present perfect.
So you have to train your ear to listen for that V3 after the sound.
You do.
Yeah.
And you have to practice making that reduced sound yourself. It's a huge step towards sounding more natural.
Okay, this is the core of it all. The big fight. Present perfect versus simple past. Let's get into the 3 essential rules that decide the winner.
Right. And these aren't just suggestions. If you break one of these rules, the sentence will just sound fundamentally wrong to a native speaker, even if they understand you.
Rule number 1. Time frame status. The open versus closed container.
This is the clearest one. If the time container is finished, it's over, it's done, simple past is mandatory. Last Tuesday, 6 months ago, when I was a child,
All closed container.
completely closed. So I read that book last year. It has to be simple past. Last year is a sealed box.
Okay, simple enough. The tricky part is the unfinished container.
Right. If the time period is still running, still connected to this present moment, present perfect is required. Today, this week, so far, in the last few hours.
Let's go back to the morning paradox. It's 4 p.m. now. Can I say I ate lunch this morning?
You can. It's acceptable. If your focus is just on listing a finished action in a sequence, it's okay. You're treating this morning as a finished part of the day.
Right.
But if your focus is on the result of that action, you have to use the present perfect. If you want to say that you're hungry now, you'd say, I haven't eaten anything since this morning.
Ah, because the hunger is the currently relevant result.
Exactly. The choice depends on your intent. Are you telling a story about finished events, or are you talking about a current state?
So the time container, like today, is almost elastic.
That's a great word for it. It's elastic. By using simple past, you're mentally closing off a piece of it. By using present perfect, you're stretching it right up to the second you're speaking.
Wow. Okay. Rule number 2. Time specificity.
Yes. This is where the present perfect really shows its personality. It's the tense of general experience, not specific data points.
Meaning if the time is vague or unimportant, you use present perfect.
Exactly. For unspecified time, it's mandatory. I have visited Rome. The focus isn't when. The focus is on the fact that I possess this experience. It's part of who I am now.
And I can't just say I visited Rome, can I? It sounds naked.
It does. It sounds incomplete. It forces the listener to ask, oh yeah, when? The simple past demands a specific time.
So if you give a specific time, you must use simple past. I visited Rome in 2018.
Mandatory. As soon as you give the when, you lock it in the past.
So this explains the conversation flow. I start by asking about life experience with PP. Have you ever tried skydiving?
Right. You're asking about their life's total experience.
And the second they say yes, my very next question has to switch to simple past.
It has to. Wow. When did you do that? Where did you jump? PP opens the topic. SP fills in the details. That switch is the mark of a fluent speaker.
Okay, that's huge. Rule number 3, conversational focus. Activity versus result.
This is all about your purpose as a speaker. Are you just reporting a sequence of events, or are you announcing an outcome?
So if I'm focused on the result, the outcome that's visible now, I use present perfect.
Yes, the classic example. I have cleaned the kitchen. The action of cleaning is over, but the result, the sparkling clean kitchen, is the relevant thing right now.
But if I'm just telling a story about my day,
Then you're focusing on the activity, the sequence, and that's simple past. First, I cleaned the kitchen, and then I made dinner. It's just a list of finished actions.
the PP is the language of consequences.
And the simple past is the language of history. Perfect.
Okay, so let's really focus on that tense shift, because I think this is where people go wrong. They learn present perfect, and then they try to tell a whole story using it, and it sounds so strange.
It sounds very unnatural, because a native speaker will almost never use the present perfect repeatedly in a story.
Right.
You have to internalize this. PP is the introduction. SP is the detail filler.
Okay, let's do a longer role play of this, a really natural one. Let's pretend we're colleagues on a Monday morning.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Hey, you look really refreshed. Looks like you have had a good weekend.
Oh, thanks. I really have. I have finally finished painting my fence, and I feel so relieved.
You finished the fence. Wow, that's amazing. I know you've been working on that for a while.
Yeah.
When did you actually do it?
Well, I started on Saturday morning right after breakfast. I painted the whole back section before lunch, and then I worked all afternoon on the front.
Wow.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, I spent the whole morning just cleaning up all the mess I made.
So you have been busy. But wait, tell me, have you bought the new garden furniture yet? I know you were looking.
No, I still haven't gotten around to that. I ran out of energy completely after all that painting. I did call the store on Friday, but they told me the delivery was 2 weeks away, so I figured there was no rush.
That was a perfect demonstration. You use PP to introduce the finished achievement,
Hmm?
the fence, and the current status, no furniture. But All the details of the story, the sequence of events, were in simple past.
Because the focus shifted. Result, then story, then result again. That's the natural flow.
Okay, if the tenses are the engine, then the adverbs are like the gear shift. They let you add all this subtle meaning.
They absolutely do. They fine-tune the meaning. They can add urgency, surprise, frustration.
We're going to deep dive on 6 of them. Let's start with the one for things that happened a second ago.
Yeah.
Just.
Right. Just, it means the very recent past. Its whole job is to communicate immediacy. It puts the action right on the border between past and present.
And its position is fixed, right?
It is. It always goes between the auxiliary verb, have or has, and the past participle. I've just arrived. She has just called.
Okay, let's do the expansion. 5 different examples for just.
Okay. 1, formal. The board has just approved the budget. We can proceed immediately. The result is the current permission.
Got it.
2, casual. Don't come in. I've just mopped the floor and it's still wet. The result is the wet floor.
Right.
3, funny. He has just realized he's been calling his boss Mom for the last 5 minutes. The result is immediate horror. 4, historical news. Archaeologists have just discovered a new Viking settlement in Canada. The result is the breaking news.
And 5, philosophical.
We plan for the future, we remember the past, but we only ever live in the moment we've just entered.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's role play this. We're rushing to catch a train.
Perfect. I'll show the immediacy.
Yeah, come on, we have to go. Are you ready? Did you lock the door?
1 second. I've just found my keys. And yes, don't worry, I've just locked the door now.
You just locked it. Okay, good. The house is secure now. Where's the ticket?
Right here. I've just put it in my coat pocket. See? Every action is seconds old. The result is what matters in this immediate moment.
Perfect. 5 common combinations or collocations for just.
We often say just arrived, just started, just finished, just heard, and just seen. And the key nuance is that just is for seconds or minutes ago, not hours. It has to be truly recent.
Okay, next up. Already. This one always feels like it carries a little bit of surprise.
It does. Already means something happened sooner than expected. Its job is to manage expectations. It says, you thought this wasn't done, but surprise, it is.
And it goes in the same place as just.
Usually, yes, between the auxiliary and the main verb.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more flexible. You can put it at the end of the sentence for extra emphasis, like you finished already.
Okay. Let's do the 5 examples for already.
1, formal efficiency. The team has already submitted the quarterly report a full week ahead of schedule.
Surprise at their speed.
Exactly. 2, casual surprise. What? You've already eaten the whole pizza. I just ordered it.
Been there.
3, funny. My toddler has already figured out how to unlock my phone. I'm in trouble.
Big trouble.
4, historical. By the time reinforcements arrived, the castle had already fallen.
And 5, philosophical.
Many people search their whole lives for peace. But if you practice gratitude, you have already found it.
That's a good one. Okay, role play time. We're working on a project with a long to-do list, and I'm going to be shocked at your productivity.
I'm ready to be incredibly efficient.
Okay, so I'm just starting on my task for the day. I assume you're still working on that big presentation.
Nope. I've already finished the presentation, and I've also sent out the client emails you asked for.
You've sent the emails already, but I only gave you the list an hour ago. I thought that would take you all afternoon.
Well, I had a productive morning. In fact, the first client has already replied. You can check your inbox.
That's unbelievable. I've already fallen behind, and the day has just started.
See, already is the perfect word to communicate that unexpected speed.
Okay, 5 collocations for already.
Already finished, already seen, already heard, already decided, and already gone. And a key nuance. The tone can change the meaning. Are you leaving already? Can sound impatient, or it can sound sad, like you wish the person would stay longer.
Tone is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up. Yet, the word of anticipation.
Yes, yet means up to now. Its function is accountability. It implies that you expect an action to happen soon.
And the big rule here, only for questions in negative sentences.
That is the cardinal rule. Never, ever use yet in a positive sentence with the present perfect. And it almost always goes at the very end of the sentence. Have you called him yet?
All right, M2 expansion. 5 examples for yet.
1, formal pending tasks. The legal team has not approved the contract yet.
Okay.
2, casual status check. Have you taken the garbage out yet?
A classic.
3, funny. The cat hasn't forgiven me for the new puppy yet, but I'm working on it.
4, historical goal. Humans have not walked on Mars yet, but we hope to one day.
And 5, philosophical. You may not have found your purpose yet, but that doesn't mean you should stop looking.
Love it. Okay, role play. I'm your project manager, checking in on a delayed task.
And I'll be the one providing the status update.
Okay, so have you fixed that bug in the software yet? The deadline was an hour ago.
I haven't fixed it yet. I ran into an unexpected problem with the database connection.
A problem? But you've already resolved the server issue, right? I thought that was the only thing left.
I did, but I haven't even started the final security scan yet. I'm working on the connection issue right now. I promise I won't go home until it's done.
Okay. That use of haven't started yet gives me a very clear, if slightly worrying, update.
Exactly. It's about accountability.
5 collocations.
Not yet, haven't arrived yet, haven't decided yet, hasn't happened yet, and the question form, is it time yet? And the nuance is that yet is hopeful. It implies the action is coming.
Which brings us to its angry, impatient cousin.
Yeah.
Still.
Yes. Still, this one is all about frustration.
It communicates that the delay is long and unacceptable.
Exactly. It's used in negative sentences to show that a situation has continued for too long. Its function is to communicate that emotional stress.
And the word order is completely different.
Completely. Still goes before the auxiliary verb, she still hasn't called. That placement puts the emphasis on the frustrating duration of the wait.
Okay, so let's really clarify the difference. I haven't heard from them yet. Versus, I still haven't heard from them.
The first one, with yet, is a neutral status update. I'm waiting, but I'm patient. The second one, with still, is a complaint. It means I've been waiting a long time and I'm getting angry about it.
Still carries the emotional weight.
It carries all of it.
Okay, 5 examples of still showing that frustration.
1, formal delay. The company still has not issued an apology for the data breach.
Implying they should have.
Absolutely. 2, casual impatience. I ordered this book 2 weeks ago and it still hasn't shipped.
3, funny frustration. I've explained it 5 times and he still hasn't understood the joke. 4, historical stalemate. Decades later, they still haven't found a solution to the border dispute.
And 5, philosophical. Even with all our technology, we still haven't learned how to be truly kind to one another.
That's a powerful one. Okay, let's role play a frustrating customer service call where we can contrast still and yet.
I will be the very unhappy customer. Hello, I'm calling again about my broken internet. This is my 4th call this week. You still haven't sent a technician.
I understand your frustration, sir. Let me check. I see we haven't scheduled a visit for you yet. I can book one for tomorrow.
Tomorrow. But your colleague promised me someone would call me back yesterday, and I still haven't received a call. Why is nothing happening?
I truly apologize for that. The issue hasn't been resolved yet, but I am personally escalating it right now.
Wow. This still just drips with anger while your use of yet sounds very corporate and detached.
It's a classic customer service strategy.
Yeah, it is.
5 collocations for still.
Still hasn't arrived, still haven't decided, still don't know, still haven't finished, and still waiting. The nuance is always about a failure to meet an expectation over a long period.
Okay, our last pair. The duration markers. 4 and since. And this brings us back to our since trap from the beginning.
It does. The rule is simple. If an action or a state started in the past and is still continuing now, the present perfect is mandatory. 4 and since are the key signals for this.
So 4 is for a period of time. It answers the question, how long?
Exactly. For 3 days, for 10 years, for a long time.
Let's do 5 quick examples for...
Okay. 1, formal. This company has been in business for over a century.
2, casual. I've had this headache for about 3 hours.
3, funny. My friend has been telling the same bad joke for 20 years.
4, experience. I've known him for ages.
5, time frame. We've been discussing adverbs for the last 10 minutes.
Okay, and since is for the starting point, a specific point in time.
Correct. Since 1999, since last Tuesday, since I was a child, since I graduated.
5 examples for since.
1, formal. The policy has been in effect since the 1st of the month.
2, casual. I haven't seen her since the party last weekend.
3, specific event. She has played the piano since she was 5 years old.
4, a clause. He has been the same since he lost his job.
5, another event. I've been so much happier since I took up yoga.
Okay, quick role play. I'll ask you about a life status update.
Go for it.
I heard you moved to a new apartment. How long do you live there now?
Well, let's see. We've been in the new place since July, so we've lived there for about 4 months now.
Oh, nice. Have you found a good local coffee shop yet?
We have. There's a great one on the corner. I've been going there every morning since the week we moved in.
I love that. So the rule is concrete. You're talking about an ongoing duration with 4 or since. You absolutely must use a perfect tense.
Mandatory. No exceptions.
All right, let's move on to some full phrases. The kind of pre-packaged chunks of language that can make you sound fluent instantly.
The plug-and-play phrases, I love these. They already have the present perfect built in, and they each serve a very specific social function.
First up, I've known her for ages, or for years, or for a long time.
The function here is to describe a relationship or a state that started way in the past and is still true now. It's the result of all that time spent knowing someone.
5 quick examples.
1. I've known about this problem for months. 2. She's known him since they were in school together. 3. We've known that this was a bad idea from the beginning. 4. How long have you known? 5. I've known my best friend for my whole life.
Okay, let's role play. We're at a networking event.
Okay.
So you work with the design team. I'm trying to get in touch with their director, Maria.
Oh, Maria. Yeah, I've known her for years. We actually started at the company in the same week, way back in 2015.
Wow, really? So you've known each other for a long time.
We have. Let me introduce you.
Perfect. Okay, phrase number 2. I've had a great day.
Or a tough day, or a rough day.
The function here is summarizing a cumulative emotional experience inside an unfinished time period, like today or this evening. The day isn't over, but you're reporting on the emotional results so far.
5 examples. 1. I've had such a long day, I just want to go to bed. 2. I've had a really productive morning. 3. How's your trip? Have you had a good time so far? 4. I've had a terrible week, I can't wait for Friday. 5. He looks happy. Seems he's had some good news.
Role play. Checking in with a family member after work.
Hey, you're home. How was your day?
Oh, it was. I've had a really tough day. The meeting went badly and my computer crashed.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I've had a pretty good day, actually. I finally finished that report.
That's great. At least one of us has had a good day.
See, it's the perfect way to summarize that emotional state.
Okay, 3rd phrase. This is the first time I've done this. Or been here. Or seen this.
The function is reporting novelty. The present perfect summarizes your entire life experience up to this exact moment and highlights that this is new.
5 quick examples.
1. Wow, this is the first time I've ever eaten Thai food. It's amazing. 2. Is this the first time you've visited London? 3. This is the first time our team has ever won a championship. 4. Careful, this is the first time I've ever driven a manual car. 5. This is the first time he's been quiet all day.
Role play. We're trying a new, very strange-looking fruit.
Okay. Are you going to try it?
I am. Wow. That is interesting. This is the first time I've ever tasted anything like this.
Me too. I've eaten a lot of fruit in my life, but this is the first time I've seen one that's blue.
I've already decided this is the last time I'm eating this.
I think I agree with you.
Okay, phrase 4. I haven't done it yet. I'll do it now.
The function here is all about managing expectations and taking accountability for a task you forgot. The negative present perfect with "yeah" admits the failure, and the "I'll do it now" part shows commitment to fixing it.
5 examples.
1. Have you sent that email? Oh, no, I haven't done it yet. I'll do it right now. 2. I haven't called my mom back yet. I should probably do that. 3. I know I promised to wash the dishes, but I haven't gotten to it yet. 4. We haven't decided where to go on vacation yet. 5. He hasn't apologized yet.
Role play. I'm checking if you've done a chore. Hey, do you remember to take out the recycling?
Oh, shoot. No, I haven't done it yet. I completely forgot.
Well, the truck comes in an hour.
I know. I'll do it right now. I've just been so busy with work. I'll grab the bins now.
Perfect. Okay, phrase 5. Have you heard?
The function here is to introduce breaking news. The news itself is a past event, but its relevance, its impact, is happening right now in the conversation.
So it's the perfect use case.
It is.
5 examples.
1. Have you heard? Sarah and Tom are getting married. 2. Oh my gosh, have you heard what happened at work today? 3. Have you heard the news about the new policy? 4. I can't believe it. Have you heard that they're closing our favorite restaurant? 5. Have you heard I've just been promoted?
Role play. Sharing some office gossip.
Hey, come here quick. Have you heard?
No, what? I've just gotten back from lunch. What's going on?
They've just announced that the CEO is resigning.
What? I haven't heard anything about that. Are you serious?
Totally serious. They've just sent the email out to everyone.
Wow. Okay, last phrase. I've had enough.
The function here is to declare that you have reached your absolute limit of tolerance. The dissatisfaction is the result of many past events, and it's causing you to make a decision now.
5 examples of reaching the limit.
1. That's it. I've had enough of this traffic. I'm taking the train tomorrow. 2, I've had enough of your excuses. 3, after 2 hours of trying, I've had enough. This thing is impossible to build. 4, she's had enough of living in the city and is moving to the countryside. 5, I've been polite all day, but frankly, I've had enough of his rude comments.
Role play.
Whoa.
We're stuck on a difficult puzzle. Okay, let's try swapping these two pieces one more time.
We've tried that 10 times already. It doesn't work. You know what? I've had enough.
But you're giving up.
I've had enough of this puzzle for one night. My brain hurts. I've been staring at it for 3 hours. Let's just finish it tomorrow.
All right, I've had enough too. You're right.
It's a powerful way to end a frustrating situation.
Okay, now let's talk about how we use the present perfect to discuss skills and hobbies, because that's a really common topic.
It's perfect for it because skills are things that you start in the past, but they continue to be a part of who you are now. And the phrasal verbs here add all the color.
Let's start with a big one. Let's really clarify the difference between take up and pick up. They seem similar, but they're not.
They are not the same at all. Take up implies a conscious decision. It means effort and commitment. You are deciding to start a new hobby.
It's proactive.
Very proactive. Whereas pickup is casual, informal, almost accidental. It's something you learn easily, maybe just by being exposed to it.
So I would take up playing the violin, but I might pick up a few Spanish phrases on vacation.
That is the perfect distinction. Let's do a deep dive on take up. 5 examples. 1, formal. The committee has taken up the issue of workplace safety. They are formally committing to work on it. 2, casual hobby. I have decided to take up gardening this spring.
3, funny, my uncle has taken up competitive cheese rolling. He's very serious about it. 4, real world. I've taken up listening to English podcasts to improve my vocabulary.
And 5, philosophical. When you take up a new challenge, it begins to take up a new space in your identity.
Ooh, I like that play on words. Let's role play. We're discussing new hobbies.
Okay.
You seem to have a lot more energy lately. Have you taken up a new sport?
I have. I've taken up rock climbing. I started about 2 months ago, and I'm totally hooked.
Wow, that's a serious commitment. I haven't taken up anything that intense. I've just, picked up the habit of walking to work.
Hey, that's still great. And it doesn't take up your whole weekend like climbing does.
True. Okay, 5 collocations for take up.
Take up space, take up time, take up a challenge, take up an offer, and take up a position. The nuance is that taking something up often means you have to give something else up, like your free time.
Okay, now 5 examples for pick up, focusing on that casual, effortless feeling.
Right. 1, formal skill. While working abroad, she picked up the local customs very quickly.
2, casual language.
Right.
I never studied Italian. I just picked up a few phrases from watching movies.
3, easy skill. I picked up how to bake bread just from watching my grandmother.
4, environment. Kids can pick up new languages so easily just by playing with other children.
5, effortless habit. I seem to have picked up the bad habit of checking my phone first thing in the morning.
Okay, let's run through a few more key phrasal verbs for skills. What about brush up on?
That's for refreshing a skill you haven't used in a while. It's maintenance. For example, I need to brush up on my French before my trip to Paris. In the PP, I have brushed up on my skills for the big presentation.
I'm getting into.
That's the moment you start to really enjoy something. It's about developing an interest. I've recently gotten into historical fiction, or I just can't get into jazz music.
Stick with. That sounds like perseverance.
It is. It means to continue doing something even when it's difficult. Learning an instrument is hard, but I'm trying to stick with it. In the PP, I'm so proud that I've stuck with my exercise routine for 6 months.
And after all that hard work, you get to kick back.
The reward. It just means to relax. I've finished all my work for the week, so tonight I'm just going to kick back and watch a movie.
Nice. And what about some idioms for learning?
Okay, a great one is to get the hang of something. This means to finally become comfortable and skilled at something after a period of practice. It was confusing at first, but I think I've finally gotten the hang of this new software.
And to learn the ropes.
That's very similar, but it's usually specific to learning a new job or a new complex activity. In my first week, my manager just helped me learn the ropes.
And the process for getting there is often trial and error.
The best process. It's just experimenting until you find what works. There was no instruction manual, so we had to assemble it by trial and error. You use it to describe a completed process, which is why it works well with the present perfect. We've built this whole thing through trial and error.
Okay, now it's time to tackle the mistakes. The things we need to fix to sound more natural.
Yes. These are the systemic errors we hear all the time. Fixing them makes a huge difference.
Let's start with the one that breaks the V2, V3 rule.
This is the irregular verb confusion using the simple past form in a present perfect sentence.
Okay, so can I say it like this? I have never ate sushi before.
That is the classic mistake. A native speaker would hear that instantly. The correction is, I have never eaten sushi before. You need the V3, the past participle.
We hear it with right all the time too, right? I have wrote the email.
All the time. It should be, I have written the email. You must use that third column of the verb chart for perfect tenses. It's an absolute rule.
Okay, mistake number 2, the since trap, the answer to our opening puzzle.
This is the big one. It's using the simple present for something that started in the past and is still true now.
So the wrong sentence from the beginning was, I am in Canada since 2013.
And the correction is, I have been in Canada since 2013. Because the word since creates a duration that connects the past to the present, you must use a perfect tense. You cannot use the simple present.
So if I say, I know him since we were kids, that's wrong too.
That's the same mistake. It has to be, I've known him since we were kids. Fixing this one mistake will instantly make your English sound more advanced.
Okay, final mistake, missing or wrong auxiliary verb.
This is a more basic structural error, but it's very common. Either forgetting the have or has, or using the wrong one.
So if I ask how long you lived here, what's wrong with that?
You're missing the auxiliary verb have. The correct question is, how long have you lived here?
Or what about, she have done a great job?
That's a subject-verb agreement error. Third person singular, he, she, it always takes has. So, she has done a great job. These might seem like small mistakes, but they break the fundamental architecture of the sentence.
So if you get the right auxiliary, the right V3, and the right connection to now, you've pretty much mastered it.
You have. That's the whole puzzle.
All right, that was an incredibly deep dive. I think it's time for a quick test.
A pop quiz. Let's see if you've been paying attention. I'll give you a sentence with a blank, and you choose the right adverb.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, sentence 1. I finished my lunch only 5 minutes ago, so I've washed the dishes. Yet just...
That's immediate past. It has to be, I've just washed the dishes.
Correct. Sentence 2. I know you thought it would take me all day, but I finished the report.
Yeah.
Just already.
That's the surprise of finishing sooner than expected. The answer is already. I've already finished.
You've got it. Last one. I'm so annoyed. The package was supposed to be here on Monday, and it hasn't arrived. Yet still...
Okay, that's pure frustration about a long delay. It's definitely still. It still hasn't arrived.
Perfect score. You've clearly been listening.
Let's do a quick recap of the biggest ideas from today.
Okay. Number 1, the timeline and current relevance. Simple past is a closed box in the past. Present perfect is the bridge connecting a past event or its result to right now.
Number 2, specificity. If you say when it happened, you must use the simple past. If you're talking about a general life experience, you use the present perfect.
And number 3, the tense shift. This is the secret to sounding fluent. You introduce a topic with present perfect, I've had a crazy morning, and then you immediately switch to simple past to tell the story. I woke up late, I spilled coffee.
And let's recap the top 5 words and phrases that everyone should start using today.
We nailed the adverbs, just for immediacy and yet for something you expect to happen. We mastered the duration rule with since, and we learned the phrasal verb take up for starting a new hobby, and the powerful phrase I've had enough for when you reach your limit.
You now have everything you need to use this tense with confidence. Which brings us to your final challenge.
Your micro challenge. It's simple. I want you to take one of the adverbs we discussed, just already, yet still, or one of those conversational phrases like, I've had a tough day, and use it to describe your day. Say it out loud, write it in a comment below, or use it in a conversation. Don't just learn the grammar, live it.
That's how you really make it stick. If you enjoyed this deep dive and found it helpful, please do us a huge favor and hit like and subscribe to English Podcast Voice.
We love digging into this stuff with you. Thank you for your time and your focus.
I'm Quinn. See you next time.
And I'm Riley. Bye.